esports.
Yeah, so we are live here, and away we go. I'm just going to be watching to see what kind of defense we get up. I expect just sort of kind of a standard defense. Going to have a look at where the gun goes up there from the red team. Of course, that is Ginyu. So setting up now, just sort of inside this lower area. Sheep running the whip, just whipping everyone.
Yeah, I don't even see the gun going up yet.
Yeah, just getting his little nest kind of set up. Let's see what he's doing over here. Both teams are running regular Uber, so no shenanigans in terms of medi guns off the start.
I don't see any clever sticky traps yet either. Maybe they won't do that.
I've seen some interesting spots actually for stickies on defense. I've seen them hidden in all kinds of geometry. There's a little piece of wood right in front of the A sign where you can hide sticks, which I saw earlier today, which is kind of a neat one, kind of over where the team is holding.
There are sticky traps. They're on the on a couple of the wood supports where the steps go down, and an aggressive level 3 off the front.
Yeah, this gun just kind of blocking the whole door here. Let's see if we get any picks off this gun spot. So no doubt, no picks yet, but down goes Ricky finally on the flank there, down to Ruin, and it's kind of interesting. How do you deal with this wrangled gun here coming out of the doors?
It's brilliant. He's getting a lot of kills off of it, it looks like.
Yeah, we got 3 down already, 4 down, 5 down from AG, who just couldn't get the heals out quick enough.
And the sentry gun is wounded, but it's still up there.
Yeah, I mean, it's wrangled. Obviously, it's going to have a lot more health, and it'll last a lot longer. I mean, does AG have to pop an Uber right out the door in order to deal with this, or what?
I think they are going to have to use the Uber to get that. Chimp Feet is going to kind of a crazy position, too. He's up on top of the building.
Yeah, I see that, and Spy is actually chilling in there as well. We see Stabby just kind of in behind the lines, getting ready to strike. Uber pop now on blue. Here they come, and they've got a lot of ground to cover, it as AG. They finally pop Ginyu's Uber, and Ginyu now just kind of holding down the fort. They lost their gun, but it's kind of smart because now Abe Lincoln's going to have a chance to maybe respawn and get back and have another gun up. I think that's what they're shooting for. The smart AG team, they're going to try to push down their throat and just kind of come up and shut down any kind of first defense. Cart not moving though right now. There's 2 on cart. I should... We're moving along the cart here, and Abe Lincoln is back up. Let's see what he tries to do. He's putting up his level 1 around the corner here.
FaZe just got a key snipe on Max, which is going to be the one of the deciding factors here. That allows Chimp Feet to get out and just jump on top of the cart and to be a heavy.
Yeah, we have Ubers pretty much equal. We see, though, AG just kind of dry pushing it here, not using their Uber, and I think that's smart. I mean, they want to be aggressive and put a good time on the clock.
Okay, so what Ginyu did was smart there. They wasted time, and they're backing up. They're not even trying to defend that point anymore. They didn't want to wipe. They're going to get back to the next point, set up the ledge nest.
Yeah, and here we go now. Overseer popping Uber just on the hill here, which is an interesting kind of spot. Both teams popping.
He was forced. He was just kind of getting flanked by both the medic and the pyro.
In comes the Spy, came in to try to make something happen. Nothing doing, though. And so, Overseer now just healing. It looks like they're trying to put a lot of pressure in that tunnel to maybe try to slow the cart down a little bit. There's, we don't see the gun in the standard spot yet from the Ginyu team. Just now
they're
putting up just a mini.
And it's a mini, how about that?
So we have a mini here, and we have a big old fat walking sentry gun in the heavy, Barney, who's just kind of holding down the corner as well. But I wonder how long they can hold that with just a heavy and a mini.
Yeah, I don't understand the mini there. The level 3 can be pretty powerful there. I might not have made that choice, but I'm interested to why they actually switched. Maybe he was switched to minis because he thought he could get out and push back.
Yeah, and so we see now just rolling the cart along. They're going to get that cap quite easily, actually. That was
I'm
just
thinking the mini
pushing it on his own.
The mini sentry let them get that cap. The level 3 would have pushed that back, I believe.
Yeah, interesting. And so, you know, rolling along, they've got that second cap. 3:08 is the time, and they're going to try to take house now. And let's see what Abe Lincoln's doing in terms of defense. Nothing right now because he's dead, and that's not going to bode well for Ginyu Force. I mean, look now, AG just swarming, coming around the corner. I mean, they've got their sniper here is trying to do something, but...
They got their 3X, they have the corner, they have their medics still.
Yeah, Max doing his best, but I mean, you can't hold down that corner with a sniper alone. You really need that support from the engineer.
What
Wondering
Ginyu
here now
has
what-
is they have a substantial Uber advantage here, so they can push it back.
Yeah, 35% Uber advantage right now, or so. And hopefully they can. Hopefully they can keep this defense up. It's basically only Max on this corner. That's it. Just being healed by his medic. Hoping that will be enough.
Face took the aggressive sniper spot and lost that one. Kill 'em All's continually riding the cart though, and nobody's really pressuring him. He can just ride that all the way.
Max took a 38 special, so that's the demo down for AG, and that's a lot of their firepower down. But they still have the heavy over here, and Pyro. They're just kind of building in this house area.
There's something that goes on here. I like look at the engineer getting out and trying to get a medic snipe. That was a gutsy move. There's a good place for heavy to be is right near that drop down, and to hold that area. And he was kind of a little bit back, chimp feet.
Yeah, I'm with you on that. And so in this first round so far, the cart has kind of stopped for the first time, but it's real close to that cap. And you can kind of sense that Ginyu wanting to bring their whole team, other than maybe Abe Lincoln, up to try to stop the cap and get the car moving backwards if they can. But it's not going to go backwards too far. It'll only go up to that top of that hill. Cart now does move backwards finally. Spy is on it, trying to hold it down. Abe Lincoln doing a nice job there. Ricky going down for Team AG. Nothing really happening right now. Kind of like a little stalematy moment as AG tries to figure out their push. And
They're
actually,
working on the Pyro flank.
yeah, Ginyu's got players behind. Ruin just comes up out of nowhere, and my goodness, just brutalizing. Ruin took out Kozin and a couple, actually. So that's the medic down, though. That's a big pick for Ruin. Ubers are popped here now, and we'll see what comes of this. We're going to get any follow-up picks. Heavy's in outhouse here.
Yeah, that's
Barney comes up and spoils the party.
not a good place. Yeah, Barney uses his grooves, goes and tries to find his medic, probably.
Yeah, so we've got the cap here finally. We've got action going on as right now Ginyu wants to try to take this upper area. They know what they've got to do. There's spies in there, though. Nobody knows. Surfboard is just in there hanging out.
FaZe takes Max.
Yeah, and so right now Abe Lincoln is still only using minis, and I'm not sure what I think of that. What's your thought on the minis over level 3s, which is kind of the established meta on this map?
I'm not excited about defending with minis usually. I like attacking with minis, but I mean, if they hadn't already overtaken the second point so easily, I would maybe say, maybe this is okay. But I'm thinking it's not okay at this point. Maybe you'd want to have just more of a standard level 3, maybe even with Rescue Rangers, so that you can draw the Uber. We have an up-top battle going on.
Yeah, and it's both Ubers popped here now in this area. Barney going to just kind of take it down the stairs, maybe, if he can. No, he can't go that far. Abe Lincoln kind of setting up his whole little nest in the top of the stairs here. He's got the dispenser up so that people can get reloads, and he's kind of putting all his eggs into this one basket.
Yeah, sentries click.
Not good. Finally going down. Yeah, I'm just really surprised he hasn't switched over, and we've got some AG members now. Actually, it's only the engineer trying to come up through underneath. He's got that unlocked. That's Jordan. And that's kind of a smart move. Trying to block the bottom here. Jordan from AG, the engineer, shutting down any kind of soldier or spy who we see coming in there. Ubers are pretty equal right now, and so we're gearing up for another Uber exchange. The difference is only about 5 to 7%. Both teams are going to have it pretty soon. And they're going to take it upstairs, and here they go. Early pop.
They went up the back this time, so they could get closer to the sentry, maybe.
Yeah, they're really just going balls out. I think they know the Ginyu's up there, and they're just trying to win the battle, but not going to win it that time. And Kozin has to back out. 4 left up for AG. What's that all about?
Oh, this is the pattern, though. It's blue team going all in, and red team trying to repel.
So
a key pick. We need to try to get a pick, to upset that seesaw.
Gotta hand it to Surfboard. I mean, the spy on AG has been up top trying to do work, but if you look, Abe Lincoln's got his whole nest. He's got his teleporter here in a non-standard spot. He's got his dispenser, and he's got the little gun. So, if it works, it works, I say.
Yeah, it's doing really well. I agree.
I think it's sort of different. I don't think a lot of teams expect this. I wonder if... here comes Surfboard now. The blue spy is coming upstairs and wants to make something happen, but there's nothing up here he's going to find. and still struggling to get through. They haven't done too much, and here comes another super early pop. Kozen forced super early, and I don't know if they can do anything with this. He's got no one powerful to Uber.
No, they just wasted another minute and a half, 2 minutes. If he doesn't drop.
And here comes in Ruin, one of the best scouts, obviously. Takes out Kozen real easy. That's a pick. And holding on to Uber right now, on the other side of the field, is Overseer.
And look at the mature team and the teamwork. They're not pushing out, even though they know that they have the advantage. They're just going to stay right there because they know it's working.
Yeah, well, I mean, a smart push. Obviously, Ruin has the game sense to know when an Uber is wasted on the other side. Just go in and get the med, you know? Why not? Doing a lot of great sniping is Max as well. He's just kind of hunkering down. He has great protection from the rest of his team. Kind of just a classic death ball here. I mean, the whole Ginyu team just hanging out in this one spot. And it's working great. No real picks. I mean, I guess we're just going to have stalematy moments here as both teams kind of build. Haven't seen a lot of dry pushing happening from AG. Their engineers trying to make it happen. Their spy trying to get going. Kozen, though, going down again, and Kozen just can't stay up.
Yeah, I think he needs to change a technique.
Going over
maybe.
to crits creep.
Yeah, I think they need to get a surprise
now.
sticky up there. That's exactly what I was going to say.
Yeah, and so using crits creep now is AG's medic Kozen, and hopefully they can make it work.
Ginyu pulls out a little bit of an Uber because they can, because they'll know they'll build in time, but they don't push out very far at all.
Yeah, well, they think that they'll, you know, obviously the crits creep switch is a surprise until AG uses it once, and then it's not a surprise anymore.
Well, and I think Stabby just saw it as well.
Yeah, and so sort of putting it on the shoulders of 38 Special to do work with the first stick is what I assume we're going to see. When they'll try to push through upstairs this time. They're kind of holding in this area now. It is about the first stick. Look at how tight they are, and the medic can't flash everybody. He can only save one or two maybe, and only if he has super quick reflexes. So it's the first crit sticky. That's what this is going to come down to. Yeah, I mean, I've got to say, so far, Ginyu doing a fantastic job of cohesion with their pocket and their combo, and not really leaking anyone out that they don't. And here we have the push from underneath from AG, who's going to try to surprise. Here they go, first stick. Oh, it gets Max. Max is the only pick that they got off of that, and so we've still got Sheep down as well. But back comes the combo. DJC now coming in and just seeing what he can get. Going for the med with. We got roller time. Roller derby downstairs. Well, we have broken the pattern, you know. Ricky got up top and cleared it out. I mean, it's a good thing for Kozen that Kozen actually lived through all of that, but, you know, the crits is not a surprise anymore, and they've really just got to make it happen. Yeah, Kozen does a good job of getting out of there, actually. He goes underneath, comes around back. Yeah, we got almost a full wipe happening there, as a matter of fact. Kind of a staggered wipe, but 2 people left up on Ginyu, and it's time for AG to make this happen. Absolutely. They come in with the big guns. The cart. Yeah, Chimp Feet's going to do some killing. They're going to get it. Yeah, cleanup crew here at the end. So 12:06 is the time. Not a fantastic time, but not terrible. They certainly capped all points at the very least. And we know this AG team is capable of good defense. And so we'll see how this second round goes down. Yeah, you know, they were doing so good on their time until that last hold. That was... I don't think they were used to that. Yeah, I think one of the big differences was we saw Kozen go down maybe a lot more than, you know, Overseer on the other side. Definitely not playing into AG's hand very well. I mean, yeah, hopefully we'll see here some key picks, maybe from their sniper or from their spy. I think that's what they need. And wondering if we're going to see any kind of non-standard strategies here, any kind of interesting spots. The gun now being put up just kind of in the standard place on the hill. So Jordan not going to go with any ballsy, balls-to-the-wall gun strategies? Yeah, and I think sniper-wise, Max is doing really great. Look at his score, but I think that's because he just had such a comfortable place, protected by his whole team, and just kind of peeking out that window and getting some easy hits. Yeah, so many times, you know, whatever sniper is better protected, you'll see them doing well. So let's see how this initial rollout goes here. Leaking out, leaving a medic in there. Overseer just going to stand there as long as they need. So obviously Ginyu's going to be able to push this cart. Ooh, a nice snipe there, though, on Sheep. That was a great snipe. FaZe just kind of cleaning the cart. So FaZe watching that main cart path, we can see. And a lot of picks. We got 3 down, 4 down already, actually, from Ginyu. And I guess I spoke too soon when I said they're going to push the cart along. The cart just sitting there now.
Yeah.
And pressuring...
AG's doing awesome here.
Ricky
Barney
tried to
needs to
jump
go
in.
down.
Ricky got shot out of the air, which is unfortunate. We got the soldier pushing the cart now. Both teams obviously still have their medics. Overseer now has finally come out of spawn and is coming up. Maybe look at... Oof, takes a lot of damage there, down to 37 HP, and the spy is behind. Going down though is the spy, rough luck.
Barney did a great job of checking 6 there.
Yeah, so blue Uber popped, the gun is down by the looks of it, and waiting a long time and doing a good job there is Kozin, who holds on to it. They got some picks, but they left the demo DJC down in the tunnel. Wondering if he was just going to camp out and maybe try to come up behind, but one way or another we got 3 up for AG, and that's Kozin down again, and so AG has got to fall back. We're going to call out first point.
Max takes out Chin Feet.
Yeah, Max doing well as well, and actually FaZe is already set up watching the cart path here, trying to maybe get a little snipe as the blue team tries to come aggressive, but wow. AG's not going to be able to get a defense up at second. Forget second, the heavy's here, everyone's here. And so you can see now Ginyu just trying to all get in this house. All the spies on it. Spy came in. Oof. Surfboard tried to go for the stab on Overseer, and that did not happen.
Yeah, Overseer was smart enough to see that coming. You know, Blue's keeping a great X3 on the cart for almost this whole time. I mean, they just backed off of it now. Yeah,
I mean, I think that what they were doing is right. I agree with them pushing way, way up. That's what you have to do on these PL maps is, you know, if you can get right up and meet the defending team right when they respawn and just start killing them, that's how you sort of throw off the cadence and do it. But lucky for AG, they're here now. They've got their defense coming up, and we'll have a move still with Kritzkrieg, though, which is surprising. Oof. Kozin using the Kritzkrieg, but just went down to a huge snipe by Max.
And Jordan going with the mini sentries as well.
And so here comes Ginyu with their Uber. So forget the crits. That's really unfortunate that Kozin again headshot. And here comes Ginyu. I mean, they're just partying. Oof. Wow. FaZe, though, doing his part to hold them back.
FaZe takes Barney, but then FaZe gets sniped himself.
Kozin's back up, but has to retreat and get out of there because, you know, Kozin really needs to stay up if AG's going to have any chance of holding this. We've got 2 points left. 9 minutes to do it.
Kozin is going to have 80. He's at 80%. He's going to have about, what, 20% advantage, so he can go into this if he needs to. So he's still running crits. Now he's back to Uber.
Yeah, 35% advantage. There was a reflected air shot on Cam just now, which I think we caught. Geos is going
Surfboard Lagoon
huge.
gets a stab on Overseer.
You know, as long as there's a big reflected... Yeah, people in Twitch chat going mental right now over this reflected air shot. Geos is doing his part. And we've got a lot of action here going down, kind of a bloodbath. The spy tried to come in, 4 players down for Ginyu.
We have flanking heavy as Barney.
Yeah, in the I think both heavies like to run that little outhouse strat. Cart's slowly being pushed, but you see how far up AG is pushed. I think they know that they've got to really take this down Ginyu's throats in order to hold this for as long as they need to. 8 minutes left. So just kind of holding in this house area right now. Red has their Uber, but Ginyu doesn't. Ginyu's only at 40% right now, and that's... It'll definitely play well to FaZe, AG.
I like FaZe's defense right here. I think that they're doing a great job working as a team.
Haha. I was watching the FaZe cam. Obviously, AG, though, doing a fantastic job. FaZe actually going down, and Max now going to jump up, see what he can do. Oof, Max with a big headshot there on 38 special, which is nice. And Barney doing his part as well, and so Ginyu kind of coming right through. Max now kind of sneaking in on outhouse, hoping to catch someone sneaking out. And so Max taking the corner, and that's that cap. We've only got 1 point left. Looking real good right now, although I don't want to get ahead of myself.
AG might even have a difficulty getting up top at this point.
Yeah, well,
they need to cross over.
Yeah, I think they sense that as well. They know they've got to get over. They've got to be quick about it. Surfboard is actually in behind everyone. The red spy, he's spotted out.
Oh, and the fight for up top goes with... Well, Ginyu looked like they were taking their Uber up there, but I don't think they had enough time on it.
Yeah, it's not gonna work out that way. And actually, Jordan now has got his defense up, got the gun up, sort of right in the back here, wrangling it. Gonna run out of ammo soon though, because it's only a level 1 as of yet. He wants to get that nest up as quickly as he can, because we've got Ginyu starting to swarm and they want it. I don't think they want to wait for 6 minutes. They want it right now. We've got Ruin underneath trying to do some work, and we have a pause, looks like.
Okay, yeah. Well, it gives us a chance to talk about this. Jordan has a level 2 wrangled sentry up top in the more typical position. Chimp Feet looks like he's maybe trying to find his group. He's shooting. He's alone. His
Shooting
medic is
forever.
down.
Look at all that ammo he's using. My goodness.
I know. Think about how much that costs.
Too much.
So this is maybe more of a traditional setup, but you know what? They don't have the cross hold, and I think that's key. They need to be across on top.
Yeah, I think absolutely at sort of a high level, that's really where you want to be. You can't be down below. You can't be across the way, because if you're across the way where this gun is right now, your whole team and your whole combo, you're just going to watch the cart get capped. It's just what's going to happen. So it'll be interesting to see now, do they move their combo over there or do they not? So we saw a spy and we saw a sniper and a bunch of people on Ginyu kind of creeping up those stairs, because they know that's the real money area. That's where you need to go.
Yeah, and the issue is this: when you're going to try to repel an attack at this, you need to have uber advantage, and you need to hold on to it carefully. As the players just scoot around as if they're on ice and their legs
like little
don't move.
army men. I like to call them army men after a pause. I mean, we've got, you look here, we've got the heavy Barney who was just up in that upstairs area. He's not going to let anyone up, so I don't know if AG's going to get in there.
All right, and Ginyu's doing the fake call just to mess with their minds a little bit.
Yeah, worth noting, AG's actually switched over to Kritz Krieg again on defense.
And that's a desperation move. He's trying to build quickly.
Yep. Interesting move. It'll be interesting to see this 38 special manage to pull it off. 38 just kind of creeping around, and here comes all the Ginyu. Uber's popped, and they're just going straight for the gun right now. And they've got
Sentry's down.
Yeah, the sentry is down. Kritz was popped. Ooh, going down is Kozen. And that's Kozen dropping again, and so no heals. It's up to AG to do what they can right now. Although a lot went down for Ginyu as well. Ginyu are sort of resetting, looks like. It doesn't look like, Pyro trying to come in and do some damage, but they've got to reset. And actually, AG looks like they're sticking with crits.
There's 5 minutes to hold out here. I don't think that's unreasonable to just take your time.
No, it's not. I'm watching Jordan right now to see if Jordan manages to get his full little nest up, but I'm not seeing too much yet. Yeah, Jordan just kind of running back in, just kind of looking around. He's got his little dispenser up, but we need a gun. You need a gun, AG.
They have one. It's just a mini. It's up top. And now it's down.
I mean, there have been epic holds of last, but I don't know how many of them on Upward have been with a mini sentry holding it down. We have Jordan shooting his own players, thinking they're spies. I mean, Ginyu is swarming, and it's going to take a lot of firepower to shut this down, but
yeah, we got Max up top.
An Uber popped, though, now by Ginyu. That's really good timing for them. Heavy just on the cart, just shooting everything, and they're going to try to take him down. Ooh, a lot of picks, though, up above. We got Ricky just raining down on the cart. Look at Ricky just doing it almost by himself.
Jordan's mini just took out 2 or 3 players, too.
Oh, and finally getting the stab, whiffing a couple times, but getting Barney his surfboard. And so great job there by AG to shut down that card push, and both teams now were left with 3 up and had to reset.
They are holding on by a thread.
Yeah, Kozen just keeps going down. Kozen dying again, sticking with Kritzkrieg. FaZe now actually getting headshot by the looks of it.
And Ginyu decides to go big. Everybody touch the cart, and it drops in.
And so finally, after all that, that's Ginyu taking the first round. So we got 1-0 Ginyu starting off. And, I think that 12-minute time, that's very difficult to overcome. Ninja?
I think AG did a great job defending it last, but yeah, their problem is they're just getting beat. Their medic has gone down. I mean, how many times has Kozen gone down? Like
a lot.
10,
yeah,
12?
And it's you can't put it all on Kozen either. The team is getting split up a little bit when they shouldn't be. Chalk a lot of it up as well to Max just doing such a fantastic job sniping. But I mean, FaZe for his side as well. FaZe has been doing a great job.
Yeah. No, I didn't want to put it onto Kozin alone. I think that he's not getting the protection he needs, and with all the chaos around, he's doing the best he can.
So if it was on you, Ninja, and you were in AG's team right now, and you were in the locker room, so to speak, in between these rounds, what kinds of things do you think they need to be talking about? Where do you think their heads are at, and what do they need to do to come out and take one back?
Okay, like I think that they didn't do so well on the first cap, but I thought that when they were attacking, I'll talk the attacking side. When they were attacking, they did a pretty darn good job after they got the first one, and they pushed the cart. They used fundamentals. They kept their heavy classes up front. They were X3. They were doing a pretty good job. So it's like almost maybe they overextended just a little too much from that and tried to get chase medics and get kills and got pulled out. So maybe just try to be a little more cohesive as a group, and maybe be a little bit more, take more risks. Like maybe switch to crits a little sooner when they're in that situation on that last point. Defending, I honestly like their defense. I don't think they did as well on the first, and they completely skipped the second. But third and fourth were good.
Yeah, I kind of agree with you. I agree with what you're saying in terms of the aggressiveness. I think that there's, aggressiveness is the right way to go, but you can't bleed. You have to go for that smart kind of aggressiveness. Always move as a team. Don't bleed so much. I think that'll sort of be a big thing. It'll be a big key for AG in this second half.
If I can just say, Jordan's a great-looking engineer. Look at that guy.
Great-looking construction worker.
He's kind of got the Duck Dynasty beard going on,
Yep. And so for anyone just joining us and just tuning in, maybe you were watching the first match. We just watched the end of the first round here, and Ginyu Force pulled off the first round, and we're just waiting here now for the second round to start. Thank you for tuning in here on XTV2. XTV2 like ESPN2, that's how I think of it.
The Deuce.
Yeah, the Deuce. Here we are on the Deuce.
So, anyways, I think it was pretty close. Honestly, I liked how Ginyu looked. I thought they kind of held it together, especially on their defense. But you got to look at the time.
Yep.
2 minutes, 3 minutes difference. That's not that big.
Yeah, it's not a big difference. Obviously, Ginyu up 1-0, and that time can be such a psychological thing. If a team steps up and they put, a super fast time up, you really, really put the pressure on the other team to come out and beat it, and it really gets in your head a little bit. Have you found that in your experience playing? I mean, I certainly have.
Oh yeah, I mean you're confident. The confident team, the one that just won the round, comes out more confident and can play better or not. But I want to go back to the fact that AG spent Apocalypse spent an extra minute and a half on their first point.
Yeah,
which is that's the gimme point. So I mean that game is a lot closer than I think it really looked. They came out, they demonstrated that they could win, they could push the cart, and they could get it over the edge. And it came down to maybe just a couple decisions. And if this time around, what they need to do differently, they need to keep Kozin alive. They need to park a pyro on him or something. I don't know. Also, their heavy was roaming a little bit. Actually a lot. So maybe just kind of pull the team in and surround the medic a little bit more, and maybe that back down the aggressiveness. But heck, I would rather have a little less aggressive and a medic that's not dying so much. That's got to be the key.
Yeah, I agree with you. Med picks are, having your med drop is one of those things where if you can stop it even, say, 2, 3, 4 times, it can make such a big difference. Keeping your heals up, keeping an Uber, if that's something that they can improve just a little bit, I think AG will do a lot better. I mean, they're certainly a very capable team. We saw a great play from them, but just sort of outmatched that time in that first round by Ginyu.
Yeah, by a couple decision points. That's it. So if they clean it up, I don't see a problem. I think that they could take the next round actually.
Absolutely. We're here starting the second round. Yow! Thanks for tuning in, gang. If you are just joining us, I am Getawhale, dropping my second yow of the night. And here with me is ninjamoocow, everyone's favorite.
I don't know if I'm everyone's favorite. My mom likes me.
Your mom likes you? Wow. I mean, that's lucky. Is she watching here tonight? Do you want to give a shout-out to your mother?
Sure.
Mom, big esports fan?
All right. Yow, Mom.
There you go. You're getting into the spirit of the game.
All right. So I think I see in chat some of the people are kind of getting confused because they're watching both streams at once and getting a little cross-eyed.
Yeah. Apparently getting word that maybe Street Hoops pulled out the win. That match, of course, cast over on the main eXtv channel. So if you're just tuning in, joining us for the Street Hoops match, welcome. Ginyu is up 1-0. And we're going to see AG give it their shot here to tie it up.
All right, what we see is a similar defense, maybe an identical defense.
Does look a lot the same, you got it. Real smart. Right off the bat, we've got Pudding coming across here, knowing where the spy was, and that's great game sense there. And here comes Ginyu. Just look at this. Look at this. Look how aggressive they are. They're in right away. The gun doing next to nothing so far for Jordan. And we have a little mini V level 3 war with the guns, as Jordan has had to just completely... Jordan got killed, actually, so that's the end almost of this first point. Ginyu are just going to waltz in.
Yeah, they didn't even have to use, which is huge.
Yeah, and so, wow. I mean, I got to hand it to Surfboard. Surfboard is going for this medic because, I mean, he knows they need it. They need to get Overseer down. You don't want this team Ginyu walking in with their Uber into second point. This is bad news for AG right now. Coming up the hill now and pushing really up to AG to shut this down. Ricky and Surf... Oh, DJC goes down for Ginyu, and that'll help a lot. It's a big pick there by FaZe, who's been going great with their headshots. FaZe is one of those great snipers who can kind of pick out the important classes, just kind of has a talent for it. And both teams have Uber now, and here comes getting separated a little bit with 38 Special, who died. And so
here we go. Pudding Cup has a... tries to push the scout off. Doesn't quite get him off. That's the best play in this match. You got to push people off the cliff.
Yeah, well, I mean, we saw an instance there where Kozin didn't drop, but Kozin was overhealing 38 Special, the demo, who sort of just got out of the heal beam and went down and died. And Kozin had to get the hell out of there. You can't Uber a scout. It's not going to really do much.
All right, so AG has a full nest set up now on point 2. And they went with the level 3 proper.
Ubers are about equal, but look at Ginyu here just wanting to dry push it. They don't care about the Ubers right now. Barney was just kind of poking his head out. Ooh, we saw a big stab there. Overseer going down. And so much for the aggressiveness. That's a huge break for AG right now.
Yeah, they're doing a lot better.
Overseer, so that's a big deal. Maybe we're going to see here kind of a reversal of fortunes that Overseer is going to go down a lot. That's one, and that's certainly at an important time as both teams are about to get Uber. And now holding on to it is AG, and they're just sort of standing here sitting pretty.
Max takes FaZe with a headshot. Yeah, AG is, they are sitting pretty. They can heal up their team, they can get buffs, they can make sure their base is fully set up, and they can counter with an Uber if they need to, so... as long as they don't... Oh, they go out aggressively.
Yeah, really, they're just taking it down Ginyu's throat. Now, I don't know if they realize they've got company down under the tunnel as well. The engineer's down there with a mini. Still doing well, though. Kozen's staying up, still over 100 HP. And still has about a 15% advantage on the Uber.
You know, I have to say this. That aggressive defense actually paid off. Look at them. They have Hill. They have nobody on the cart, and they're...
that cart's just sadly sitting there.
Yeah, Ginyu's just
Lonely.
kind of streaming out a player at a time here, trying to get some cohesion.
I think the cart would be singing 1 is the loneliest number right now. It's just the cart just sadly backing out, back into the tunnel. Just imagining a voice for the cart now.
Well, what would that sound like?
I'm just gonna... Okay, guys, I'm just gonna back out of here now. I'm just gonna go back... Oh, it's going forward again now. Too bad.
Yeah, Arguin was touching it for a while. He dropped out. Max is in a great sniping position, and I think he might get some picks here. He can actually see Kozen.
Ricky going airborne, but goes down there. So now we've got...
Pudding Cup gets a reflect and kills Kozen.
Kozen down on a reflect! What are you doing? I can't believe that. That's the second big reflected rocket kill we've seen in about 10 minutes. And we have a little war now on the side. Max taking out Surfboard's first life with his pan. And this is looking good now. We've got Max sort of on the flank here, watching the point. It's looking good for Ginyu to maybe take this. Uber popped.
Oh, Jordan's gear goes down.
So this second point looking like a slam dunk here now. Is Ginyu wondering, are they going to push up and be real aggressive, or are they just going to hang out here in house? AG going to get their defense up now.
Yeah, they're just trying to get 3x on the cart, and then they're trying to push corner, maybe. No, they're just playing house.
Doing a lot better because it took Ginyu 4 minutes 35 seconds to cap those first 2 points. And so that's certainly significant. I mean, that's a lot of time. Wouldn't you say, Ninja?
Yeah, they're doing fine. I think if they were to have held this, if we go back to the last game, if they would have held this pace, they would have, maybe won.
Yeah, and I mean, they're feeling good. FaZe is just standing on the cart path, just kind of watching and picking out whoever he can. There's Max, though, picking out FaZe, so much for that.
I don't think Kozen's dropped yet.
No, Kozen playing a lot better, and I think it has a lot to do with sticking. I mean, you see how well the combo is sticking together for AG, but here comes the blue Uber, and it's just, oh my god, it's just pudding coming all the way in. Retaliating. Oof. Jumping out here now. Yeah, that's pudding cup. Oh, that's Chip going down with a headshot. And FaZe going down too. A lot of picks all around. DJC is down, and that's a lot of Ginyu's firepower. We've got Max now standing on the cart path watching. No real defense. I mean, we see slowly the defense going dwindling here for AG. I think Kozen's thinking of getting out of there.
They are folding slowly, and then Abe Lincoln's just kind of sitting there on the cart, slowly moving it up, getting his points that way.
Yeah, I mean, Kozen's smart enough to back out of there, maybe sensing that Max is watching. Maybe not, though. Max just picked out Geosis. I mean, did they not see the blue dot? Max is doing a good job of hiding his dot.
He's sticking pretty far out there, Kozen. He does call, so Red does have Uber if they need to counter this. I don't think they're going to try to contest the next point. They're just trying to slow down.
Yeah, I think a smart Red team, they want to get Jordan to set up some kind of defense right now. Jordan's still living, the engineer on Red. But, here comes the push from Ginyu. Wondering, are they going to go upstairs? Are they going to go below? Wondering if they probably realize that they do have a slight disadvantage. They're only at 85 on their Uber right now.
Red goes underneath, so they don't have to cross, and they're going to go up and try to take a top hold this time.
Max is down for Ginyu, so there's big old sniping lanes to stand in.
And this is exactly the opposite of the strategy. This is like exactly what Ginyu was doing against AG. They actually have they're like, if they did that worked pretty well. We're going to do that. Yeah. I think actually it was in both their libraries. I'm pretty sure they both knew these strats.
They liked it so much they're just going to steal it. We got Ubers down on the stairs, and I think these stairs is just a very important area, and charging out of there is get out of there. Just not going to stop shooting chimp feet at a 350 HP here overheal.
So Kozen used his Uber, and instead of backing to the top position, he actually went out with his heavy, and he's sitting on the point, and I think it's a little dangerous for him.
Yeah, I think so too. Kozen does not want to drop. That was kind of the big deal in the first round.
I know, wasn't he listening to us?
Yeah, I mean, aren't all these players watching our stream as they play? Geos is underneath, trying to catch out the soldier. So, just moving right along here. The Ubers are very close. There's about a slight advantage, about 15% on the side of Ginyu. And they really want to pull this off. They're up 1-0, and they don't want to go to an overtime. They just want to take this now, I'm sure. AG, though, they're doing great, and we're seeing all kinds of strats from Jordan. Different defense now taking it to a different spot. It's like engineer practice for Jordan on AG.
Chimp feet runs. There's an Uber. Ooh, this is a great top attack here.
Just a stack. Oh my god.
They just dominated that. And so, Kozen's down, Ricky's down, Chimp feet's down, Geosis down, Kill 'em all down. They're down to like engineer and spy.
Yeah, 3 up. And we saw AG pull this off last time. We saw a huge defense. Look at Ricky now. Ricky was the one who shut it. Ooh, in the pit is Ricky. And he will be missed. Looks like that's it. Team Gooby, Ginyu Force. The first half of this round, setting a time of 8:52. And certainly that's not quite as good as what they put up the first. What was the first one? I didn't write it down. Less than that.
Either.
It was similar, though.
It was similar. They did a much better job in the last.
Yeah, I've got to hand it to AG. They did a fantastic job. I think a lot of it was just Kozen staying up. We saw in the first round that Ginyu took. A lot of it was just Kozen dropping it inopportune times and not really going down too much at all this time, which really sort of played well for the AG team. Ninja?
I agree. We're going to take a quick break here to talk about the UGC Community Donation Drive.
Yes.
That's something that's very new. And it's already, I think it's about $400 out of their goal of $5,000. But the idea was we're gonna crowdsource and crowdfund a reward for the top couple plat teams, the top three, first place, second place, and third place. And the idea is it's a nobody makes profit out of the situation, and they raise some money. And I would suggest you go to ugcleague.com/community_prize.cfm and pay a little money. By the way, if you donate $50, you can get a platinum player of your class to do a little bit of mentoring and help you out there.
Nice! Got it in time. So here we go now again. Ginyu Force, Crazy Rock Sentry Strat. FaZe went down right off the top, and actually Max now picking out Jordan too. So a little bit of sniping going on. Down goes 38 Special. That's AG's demo. A lot of firepower down already from AG, and that gun just it did a little bit of work in its time, but it will be missed. I'm sure we'll be seeing more of that level 3 gun back behind here.
Ricky bumps Stabby and gets him. I think Stabby was using the cloak and dagger. He was just kind of hanging up and making all the calls for his team from the top of the building.
Mm-hmm. Moving right along here, AG popping their Uber, and we had about an equal pop. Just kind of standing on the stairs here. We'll see what comes of this. Abe Lincoln going down, Ruin going down as well. That's two sort of important classes going down for the Ginyu side. There's going to be no engineer right now for the next little bit. That's Abe Lincoln, who's going to have to respawn and set up a defense of 2. Although the gun here, what do we got going on here?
Boy, this is not as clean as it could be. I thought they'd cap it right off.
Yeah, a little sloppy, and actually just watched Overseer go down to a big, it was a headshot, I believe.
Max takes out Ricky.
Yeah, so a little chaotic here on this first point. A little hard to follow the action, but we don't have a first cap yet. I'm kind of surprised. AG
yeah, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, they need to come out and sort of beat this time, but again, we saw this in the first round as well, that they sort of took a little longer than normal to camp the first point, didn't we?
Ginyu decides they're going to back out and maybe start building.
So we're going to send a few of the important classes through. We've got Pyro coming through tunnel, looks like, but I think they're going to back out and try Hill instead.
FaZe is taking control of the hill with a good snipe on Max.
Snapshot.
Snapshot.
Oof, there's another snipe going down on DJC, and that's Ginyu's demo going down. It's tough to lose your demo. You can't, without sticky traps, although we have an Uber pushed way up here. Look at AG here. Kozen coming way up. Wow.
Well,
the
they know
cart
they need to get a good time.
way behind. I don't know what I think of this strategy, though, when you're not pushing behind.
Yeah, they have a soldier thinking about pushing in now, but you're right. That's the kind of thing that you need to do while pushing is going on.
Yeah, I would expect a lot more out of AG's pushing classes right now. You can't keep this spawn camp on forever, but that's what we're going to do. We're going to spawn camp. Welcome to the UGC Playoffs. We are spawn camping right now on... Oh, Kozen got stabbed, though!
Stabby would have none of that.
Stabby. So Stabby, big plays by Stabby. That was what we all know Stabby can do. And here comes the cart.
That was the big play. Yeah, he just gives me the creeps.
So much for spawn camping. That's going to end, but we are going to go ahead and get the cap. But look, we got Max here just standing back on car path. Wants a big headshot. I want a big Max headshot, That's what I'm dying to see.
FaZe and Max are watching each other.
There's one. I made that happen. I made that. I made a headshot today.
They've been sparring, and it's really fun. A lot of times, like you'll see somebody not go sniper v sniper the whole time, and it's been sniper v sniper this whole time.
Yeah, it's been a lot. That's kind of the highlight. That's what I was looking forward to, and I know a lot of folks were looking forward to Max and FaZe, 2 really top snipers, top of their game. It's been pretty equal. They've each had their moments so far.
Yeah, I think Max is coming out huge, though, honestly. I would hate to be playing against him right now.
And look at Abe Lincoln just coming right up, putting a mini right on the cart path here. It went down, but he's just kind of going kamikaze right now. We've got 4.5 minutes left. AG has got 4.5 minutes to cap these 2 last points, or it's going to be the end. They're going to lose this match. If they do pull it off within that time, we're going to go to an overtime period. That's how we play in UGC.
Yeah, Ginyu is also not too interested in being aggressive. They just want to keep their core team together. This is good discipline, honestly.
Yeah, they're about to get their Uber as well. They were at a slight disadvantage, but now both teams holding on to Uber. Haven't seen any kind of crits, shenanigans, or anything yet, but who knows? It's not over yet. Here comes Blue Uber. 38 Special way up again. Takes out Pudding Cup, and he's going for DJC now with some rollers. Blasts him out of there. So it looks like AG's been successful. They've got a lot down, and just they're doing the same thing where they're just pushing way, 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 way up. 3 left up, though, for Ginyu. I mean, it's working.
Yeah, they have 1x. As long as they can keep Ginyu from going up top right, I think that they might have a chance.
Yeah, I mean,
we got 3x now. We just need to get that pushed up and take advantage of this before the blue advantage dies out.
Yeah, I mean, cart pushing along.
Kozen's in a bad spot. Yeah.
Down goes Kozen, down goes everyone.
Are you in?
We got 4 players up now on Team AG, and that's rough. Yeah, doing the death blow was ruin on Ricky. Death blow. Last hit. He got the last hit on him, like in Dota, you know?
Yeah, gamers did a good job of just kind of going all in, though. They knew they needed that. They needed to dominate, so I appreciate the fact that they didn't stand back and just, build and attack and build and attack. They got out there.
Yeah, and it's looking good right now. I mean, 2 minutes and 40 seconds to go. And Kozen now had 1 pick there, but Kozen has switched over to crits, and I'm wondering, is this going to be what they need in order to pull this off? Kozen wanting to turn the tide now, switching over to Kritzkrieg, and is at 85% on the Kritzkrieg.
Maybe his calls showed him that they're all grouped together closely,
Yeah, I mean, look at this right now. So we've got 38 Special just reloading. They want to use his crits. Ooh, they got eyes on the combo. I wonder.
Here goes. The first one missed. The second one got it. What a play. What a play.
Wow, and so a huge crits. I can't believe that.
All right, yeah, all the key players are kind of dropping. Barney's still up. I don't know where he is.
Here's Barney, drops on the cart, but we're still keeping 4 up, and good job.
Stabby blown into the air. and flamed.
And it's, wow. And so with that, AG pulling off sort of just a masterful crits play there, and pulling it off, tying it up 1-1. And this game's going to overtime.
Yeah, I can't wait. I think they were listening.
Yeah,
because
Kozen was listening?
Maybe
Everyone.
Or something.
Yeah,
I mean, well, maybe I don't know. Maybe some spectators kind of texted them in Steam and said, dude, do that first sticky, because they were grouped pretty closely together in that defensive strategy, Ginyu.
So we've got calls of upset coming out in Twitch chat here right now, and still got a 3rd round to play, but I don't know. Would you maybe say that AG has the momentum now, and that they're maybe rolling along and feeling good about themselves?
I think definitely. Kozen wasn't dropping, and he was making great decisions. Like, man, that crits was key.
Yeah, absolutely. I agree with you there. It wasn't like last time where, Kozen goes crits and uses it a few series and they kind of fail a little bit. That was 1 crits. It was the perfect time and it worked perfectly. Big picks.
38 Special did something I've never seen before as well. I wish I could replay. Maybe that's, next season we'll get replay. Instant replay. Or TF4 maybe, who knows.
Right.
But the maybe we'll be on ESPN the Deuce then.
Yeah,
but,
maybe.
Where I think this is going. Eventually, video games will have that kind of following. What
were you going to say though? What happened with on the crits?
It looked like to me. I was watching, and it looked like he stuck his crit stickies on the outside of the window area, and it blew through the wall.
It's possible. It looked like it went into me. I'm not sure, though. We'll have to watch it back on the VODs, though, or I'm not sure if maybe someone in Twitch chat saw. It looked to me that the sticky did go all the way in, the first stick.
I think I saw at least the first one stuck on the outside, and I was not. I thought he missed it entirely. I was watching real closely, and for some reason, maybe it blew through the wall, or maybe there was a second one that I didn't see.
Well, one way or another, it was a huge, huge play. It was fantastic by both Cozen and by 38 Special, and like we say, AG now feeling great, and this is anybody's game right now, isn't it?
It is, and it's time for more players to heat up, and this is going to be exciting.
Yeah, I'm stoked. I know there was a really quick finish in the Street Hoops match, and congrats to those guys on pulling off their victory, but we're still going. We've got a hell of a game going on here, and it's coming down to a third round. In case you guys are just tuning in, if anyone is just joining us, I am Getawhale, and this is Ninjamoocow joining me in the studio here on eXtv. Thanks for joining us tonight. Match of the week, dare I say it?
Oh yeah, this is exciting. I would have loved to watch the Street Hoops and MTS Menace to Society match, but this is where the action is, I think.
Absolutely, yeah. And guys, if you want to check that out, if you didn't catch the Street Hoops match, it'll obviously the VOD will be up on the eXtv channel, so check that out.
And I will just say the winner of this match will go ahead and play Street Hoops, and the loser will play Menace to Society.
Yep, we don't want to call them losers. Yeah, like we said at the start, they call this the losers bracket, but this has been one hell of a match, and there are no losers. I mean, we're talking about the top 4 teams in Plat, Street Hoops, MTS, Ginyu, and AG.
Right. There are winners and there are second winners.
And so, yeah, the losers, actually, of these two matches, they're going to face each other on Thursday. And one little fun thing, if you want to catch that Thursday match, it's going to be cast by Kip and by Sigafu. And so if you guys want to catch Sigafu, maybe in his casting debut, you'll want to tune into eXtv for that coming this Thursday.
And there will be much talk of engineering.
I heard that as well, yes. Construction worker. So here we go. We're live with this third round. And anything can happen here. On offense, obviously, is Team AG, and Ginyu still rocking this same gun spot. We already have Chimp Feet down on AG, and that's their heavy, and that's one big, slow gun to lose right off the top.
He didn't lose a gun. He wrangled, or rescue rangered it. So it's being set up in the standard place now. He just got a couple kills and got in people's faces a little bit with it. I love that.
Yeah, I do. Abe Lincoln's at the top of his game, and he knows what he's doing, doing a great job holding down this first point.
And he's awfully good looking.
Apparently is awfully good looking, according to ninjamoocow of BFL fame.
Oh yeah, with the hair, and I would not call it fame. I'm of BFL scrub.
Oof, FaZe just sniped out Barney, but who just right after that Max sniped him out. So FaZe down, Max still up. Max doing great work on defense, holding those heads at bay. Click the heads.
Yeah, Apocalypse has the advantage here. I think they should push forward without too much trouble.
Yeah, it seems like this is probably their best first point that they've had by the looks of it. They're real close to the cap, but they've still got to push it onto that point.
Yeah, Overseer kept an advantage and stayed alive. They're going to try to do a hilltop hold here.
What do you think is in the heads of AG? Are they going to just try the same pushing that we've seen all through the match, or do you think there's anything special that they can try to maybe surprise Ginyu? Because keep in mind, these teams have played 2 full rounds already.
I think they just follow their plan. That's why they scrimmed. I would get frustrated when people would have great ideas during a match about how we could do better if we did this, and I kind of yell at people a little bit. When you throw out ideas, is we need to do better, or else we're not going to go on, right? But if all's going well, you just kind of follow the same plan.
Yeah, and here comes now AG getting real aggressive up the top, and they've got the spy in behind. Oh, Uber was forced. Ubers were about equal, actually, and we're noticing again, I mean, the cart is nowhere near here. It's still in the tunnel, as we've got Cozen getting blasted a million miles into the air there, while Uber not going to crater, luckily. Max is down, and Barney also down on defense for Ginyu, and that is some of their firepower. They still have the level 3 gun up, though. Not going to run the minis this time.
The 3 goes down. Ricky takes it out.
Wow, so that's the end. Oh, and a nice stab there by Stabby, picking out Ricky. And so this, wow, AG's looking better than they have in any other round right now. They've have
FaZe
a
takes out the
fantastic...
heavy. FaZe sure has good game sense.
4 players left up on Ginyu. And here comes AG. What's going on here? What is this?
Oh, there's 3X. There's Max is up. He's a danger. He takes out FaZe. And now he's on fire, so he's not going to be able to snipe quite as well. We'll see if he gets a fire snipe.
Yeah, so Max is just trying to hold it down. A lot of people flaming, and we've got Abe Lincoln trying to get his gun up as quick as he can. It's a level 1 right now. Holding cart path as best as he can. Both teams have Uber right now as well, and so I'm wondering how will they use them. Here they come, blue Uber. Same thing we've seen all match long. And flashing it all around was Overseer, and maybe flashing a little too much. Chimp feet going down, Max going down for Ginyu. That's the sniper, and so no sniping support on that cart path right now.
Well, Ginyu came out with their Uber a little later. I think AG was a little aggressive with that, honestly. Not a little aggressive. They were too aggressive on that, in my opinion.
Ginyu is losing people they don't want to lose, though. They've lost DJC, Ruin on the flank, Sheep on the flank. And they lost Max, who's just respawning now. He's back up, luckily, but here comes, I mean, they've got 4 players up. That's all they've got. 5 down for Ginyu. And that gun is
gun's
probably
going
dead to
down.
rights. There goes.
Yeah, Ginyu's back to defending last at this point.
Let's look at the time for this 3rd point. We're pushing up the hill, and I think this might be it for 3rd point.
Yeah. Oh, no, this is a great time. This is going to be a great finale because we could...
Oh, big stab. Overseer gets stabbed by Surfboard. Ooh, my back. Might have been what Overseer said. And so 4 minutes, 21 seconds.
What a great time.
3 points, yeah. Real close to a fantastic time.
And right now, Ginyu hasn't set up a good defense. They're struggling to recap their team cohesion. They don't have advantage.
What's Ginyu going to do? I mean, you got to think that they're kind of on their heels right now and kind of panicking, kind of going into desperation mode a little bit.
Yeah, AG is smelling blood too. Look at Chimp Feet going around the corner, cornering with his medic.
Look at this 3 up for Ginyu again. AG is just wiping the floor with this Ginyu team.
You know, I'm excited to watch Ginyu have to come out and go all out on the next attack.
This is unbelievable. Is this real right now? 3 up again for Ginyu.
FaZe with great game sense goes up top. He takes out Heavy.
2 up for Ginyu. I can't believe this, Ninja. What's going on here?
This is a team possessed.
They're going to get this cap.
This is definitely a team possessed.
5 minutes and 24 seconds?
That's an amazing time. Oh my gosh.
Are you kidding me? And so, AG, the number 5 seed in all of this, setting a time of 5:23.
And they're setting their sights on Street Hoops Esports. This is what they're doing.
Oh yeah, I mean, it has been done, but I'm telling you, 5:23 is a hell of a time. I think everyone knows that.
I would like to be in the mumble right now, listening to Ginyu talk. Because,
my goodness.
What are they saying? What can we do? What can we do? Quick fix? No.
Yeah, I don't think we're going to see quick fix right now. I'm in really disbelief, you know. These first 2 rounds we've seen AG sort of fighting and fighting and fighting. We knew they had it in them. But finally now in this 3rd round, they're pulling it off.
Yeah, I have no words to describe how exciting that last round was, and I'm just so pumped to watch Ginyu come out and pull all the stops. They're going to be death matching. Everybody's going to try to go for maximum frag, and they're going to try to provide a huge buffer for the cart so their pushers can push.
Absolutely,
it's going to be fun.
Let's see this. Yeah, this is fantastic. Match of the week. Here we go. It's all on Ginyu now. This is on their shoulders, and they've got to beat this time. And they've already got 5 minutes.
FaZe takes out Engie.
Yeah, FaZe with a great snipe, and FaZe has been doing fantastic. I really got to think that FaZe and Max have been sort of equal. I know there are probably more Max fans than there are FaZe fans, but I don't think it should be that way. I think FaZe deserves credit.
I've noticed this about FaZe. In the last match I casted, he takes a little while, and then he warms up, and then...
Mm-hmm. Yeah, he's hot now.
Oh yeah, you don't want to play against him. He gets, I don't know, the boxes are just falling right for him now, and boy, I fear that.
And so we're already about a minute into this, and Ginyu has not capped the first point yet. And so, it almost becomes a bit of a different game, doesn't it? You almost have to abandon your DM a little bit and just start pushing, don't you?
Yeah, but it's the DM and aggressiveness that's going to get them the awesome time.
Yeah.
So it's two conflicting forces. I think that they do need to group up a little bit and focus. They can't just be randomly going out and trying to get frags.
A bunch down, 4 or 5 down for Ginyu, including DJC and including Pudding Cup, who are now respawning. Sheep, who's going to try to hold down that flank, and there's still a teleporter up for Team AG.
Overseer still has, and he's deciding to take it with Demo right now.
Both teams holding on to Uber. Here we go. We're going to get the first cab very soon. 3 minutes and 40 seconds left, and Ginyu have got to get this car moving right now. You need to move it. Someone should set up like some kind of different engine on the cart or something, or we got Uber's exchange now. And what's going to come with this Uber's exchange? Overseer gets out, real smart there, and actually all of AG backing out as well. They're playing this super safe. AG realizes they can sit back and just sort of let Ginyu come to them. Yeah, they just repelled and stayed alive. That was good exchange. A big stab there on Overseer. That was Surfboard Lagoon pulling one off.
3 minutes. I'm doing some quick calculations, and I think it takes about 2 minutes from this point to push the cart.
Yeah, I want to just shout out real quick to Surfboard Lagoon doing a fantastic job. You know, obviously everyone knows Stabby, but what a great job by the AG spy this match, just picking up another Overseer kill. That probably has been the big play difference. And so 2 minutes 35 seconds. Gonna pick up this second cap. It's all on Ginyu's shoulders now. They're holding their own lives in their own hands now. They have about a 15% advantage on Uber. We'll see if that comes into play. And if the cart stops moving, I think they're done. Yeah, they're keeping their 3 times on it. They've got 4 now. Obviously, 3 is the max. It's as fast as it'll go. And it's looking like this might kind of... People predicting this might come down to the wire. Solid defense set up here by AG, though. They're playing... Surfboard Lagoon gets sheep. They're playing pretty aggressive here on this defense, is AG, but I think they're smart enough to get out when it's time to get out. Cart's going down the hill right now. That is not what Ginyu wants. Ruins on it, as well as the engineer, Abe Lincoln. Wow, I don't know why Kozen did that. But you know what? Just going to clean the cart out. There's only 1 now on the cart. They've got to get it up this hill. They still have their sniper up. FaZe is just watching it. I feel really good about this defense from AG right now. Minute 25 to go. We see the timer there. Let's see how this goes down. Ginyu obviously needs to pull off this 3rd cap right now, and they need to pull off last. They've got to hustle. And Overseer getting stabbed again. Surfboard Lagoon, player of the match right now. That's just a clutch deal. I mean, maybe Ginyu's so excited about getting forward that they're not looking behind them. Yeah, I'm sure that they're scattered. Their teamwork's a little broken. They have to do whatever they can to keep it going, right? Absolutely, and with 50 seconds now, they're moving in. Here comes Ginyu. Are they going to pull this off? 47 seconds? 45 seconds? Oh yeah, Kozen's up top. He has 100%. They have 42 seconds to move the cart. Ginyu Force. This is going to come down to the wire, folks. This is going to come down to the wire, folks. Cart's still moving. We've got all of Ginyu underneath the point right now for the most part. AG has used their Uber, so they do not have advantage anymore. Ruin. It looks like Overseer will get his Uber in if he stays alive. They've got to get out of there. They've got to get up above and push. Ruin is dead. And we've got Overseer coming from underneath. He uses his Uber. 10 They need to get maximum kills here. I don't think they can make it in 10. And with 5 seconds left, it looks like it's going to be AG, Apocalypse Gaming, pulls the upset. They pull it off in overtime, no less. Wow, what a fantastic game. They get to go forward and play street hoops. What do you think, Ninja? I hear the smile in your voice. I have a big smile. Wow, what a great game. I love it when an underdog wins. I did not expect this as a win, and good for them. They really showed up, huh? Absolutely. I mean, that's kind of a big deal for AG, because AG actually faced Ginyu twice this season, including the preseason, as we talked about earlier, and got beaten by Ginyu both times. And so with a whole lot to prove, they come here on this huge stage, right here on eXtv, pulling the upset, moving on. Unbelievable.
Yeah,
I did not see that coming.
Ginyu's beat them both on a Koth map as well as a payload map, so it's not like they beat them in both kind of situations there. So wow, yeah, that was a great upset and good for them. And I can't wait Thursday.
Yeah.
Thursday there will be the semifinals, and that will be looks like same time, right? 9:30. It'll be cast by Kip and Sigafu.
Yeah, absolutely. Mr. Sigafu making his debut casting here on eXtv. And so that should be a good one. So tune in Thursday for that. It's going to be Street Hoops versus AG, who pull off this big win here in overtime this evening.
And then for grand finals, it'll be next Monday, and it'll be Street Hoops and Apocalypse Gaming.
Yep, and so for anyone, if you didn't manage to catch both matches, maybe you don't have, 2 or 3 or 4 monitors, the VODs for all these matches are going to be here on the eXtv Twitch, I believe, and so check those out as well if you want to catch up on whatever one you missed. But in the meantime...
and guys, I just want to jump in here real quick. Sorry to interrupt you, but I just want to let you guys know that the game on Thursday will be AG versus MTS. So the loser of the upper bracket will face the winner of the lower bracket. Whoever wins that will go on to face Street Hoops Esports next Monday. Same time, same place.
That's my bad, yeah. But it will be here with our very own Kip and Sigafu on eXtv, and so that should be exciting. Hopefully it'll be a barn burner like this one. Maybe just as close. Maybe overtime, who knows?
All right, well, I just want to say thank you so much to Cold, who ran our camera tonight. Always excellent production. And also, guys, definitely check out the UGC Donator fundraiser for UGC Platinum Highlander next season. But back to you, Getawhale and ninjamoocow.
I think that was about it. Do we have anything else to mention, really, Ninja? I think we've covered it all.
I did want to make a shout-out. I've been playing a lot on the pug.mix.null. And there's a couple people that are doing a lot of work on it, like including Blindsight. And he wanted me to put a call out for Geeks IRC for his chat room community. And you could go there and maybe pick up some great pickup games and have some fun there and chat.
Fantastic. So Pug NAHL, go check it out. Says Ninja. But
and Mix.null.
Yes, and Mix as well. But I think that's it for us. I've got nothing. I'm beat out from. I'm exhausted just from watching this match. So thanks for joining us this evening, guys, on eXtv. I have been getawhale. He has been
ninjamoocow.
And that's it. Have a nice evening, guys. We'll see you next time.
Thanks. Bye bye.